We have Mr. Robinson here, and you have definitely had an unexpected Sunday event.
Yeah, so this morning got a call having some water issues, and we immediately went to work and started working with our local partners and identifying some of the needs. And one of the big needs was water, potable water for our residents. And reached out to Hy-Vee and their disaster relief team, kicked it in and got us a bunch of trucks here full of bottled water that we could distribute to the citizens.
I'm going to say, so you and your office have been coordinating this probably since early on this morning then?
Yeah, I started about 4:30 this morning is when I got the notification and went to work then. So initially my focus was the hospital, making sure that they were able to keep things going out there. And then, working with Kelly at the water department, trying to see what his needs were. We coordinate with the fire departments. One of the concerns this morning was with no water pressure, we need to come up with a way to get water where it needed to be. So we worked with the other fire departments and making sure all that stuff was lined up. And then when we had a little bit more time, we started looking at potable water for the residents. And even the concern of how long it was going to take, we really weren't sure this morning of those timelines.
Mm-hmm.
And we just thought it'd be better to get this going now than waiting till we're behind the 8 ball on it.
All right, so you reached out, got Hy-Vee here with their water then. Is that how that happened then?
Yeah, so actually Hy-Vee, they work with Safeguard Iowa. We reached out to them. Hy-Vee had reached out to me, and we started having conversations of what we thought we would need. And one of the big things was drinking water.
And so a boil advisory right now. So what can we best understand from having the boil advisory?
Yeah, so the boil advisory, the maps we put them out on our social media. I believe the water department's put it out as well. So those within that area, of course, need to just boil their water for the period identified by the water department before you drink it, or hopefully you came up and took advantage of the bottled water, so you have that for the next couple days.
So I had several questions on our social media accounts about people were concerned that if they had little or no pressure, that maybe they should also be boiling their water. Are those things that you guys have been hearing and discussing?
I have heard those. It is my understanding from the water department, and they would be best to truly answer that. But it's my understanding that there's sensors within the hydrants in majority of the town, and they were able to determine by those sensors that the pressure didn't fluctuate enough or under the guidelines. I would refer you to the water department on that one, but it's my understanding that outside of the highlighted area within the map that the water department put out, you are safe. Yes, it may be discolored at first, or you may need to run it for a second or two, but it's my understanding that it is okay.
Okay, and any last words of advice for people in the community? How long is the boil advisory for? What kinds of things can we look forward to moving ahead?
As far as how long it is, I believe that's going to be based off the samples that the water department collected and working with the state officials on that. The big thing I will say, since we got lots of phone calls, within a couple hours of this happening, what are we doing for drinking water? And the thing that we preach is preparedness. We tell people 1 gallon per person per day in your home. Don't wait till the water system goes down and then what am I going to do about water? And unfortunately, this isn't the first time we've had to do a bottled water operation like this here in Oskaloosa. So, hopefully it doesn't happen again, but be prepared, make sure you have supplies at home that you can go a day or two without having to worry about where you're going to get water from.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Everybody's getting water ready for school tomorrow, so
Yep.
I'll let you get back to it.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.